Hey all, I'm Ludwin, and
I'm Kenshawn.
this is Kenshawn. I'm going to show you all a new fresh delivery of some headwear we got from Found Feather. It's a maker out of Japan, helmed by Merv. He's like former b-boy, current hat designer, and now branching off into other designs. If you have the time, please check out Found Feather. They have a lot of cool stuff going on. But we just really resonate with the hats they put out. We picked them up one season, and really hard to put down. There's really special qualities that are going into the make of each of these that I think it's really hard to understand until you put it on your head, and then when you do, you're going to be a Found Feather lifer. It's just how it works. Kenshawn's going to be trying on a lot of these hats for me. He usually wears hats on the larger end of things, so this is going to show you what the medium-large fit looks like, and then there's also one size smaller than this, the small medium, but we just find most guys do well in the medium-large, so we stocked a lot of them. But first off, we've got their 6-panel cap. Their 6-panel cap is going to be the model that you'd expect of like an on-field baseball cap. It has the classic 6 panels, just doesn't have that like little nib at the top. It comes with a flat brim, but most of these brims are going to be soft and malleable in a way that you can just fold it and do what you like to it. This one in particular is a leather-filled brim, so it has this really nice like haptic experience when you put it on and move it around. Not all of them have leather lining. Some of them will be foam. Some of them will be like a soft fill. You can see which ones do have it based on the copy and on the tag, where it says like, please do not put this in the washing machine. There's leather inside of here. Please stop. So yeah, this is something you probably spot clean, but it's still really sick. We have 2 fabrications. The one that I'm holding is going to be, I believe, a linen viscose. So it has a really, really nice hand feel. Almost like a kind of iridescent shimmer to it, but then it has this like banker like chalk stripe, which is pretty sweet. So it kind of like subverts what you expect of like a stodgy old guy suiting, but put it in a hat. I think it'd be cool to wear this with like, you know, a suit of the same thing, but you could also just wear it in something a lot more dressed down and just kind of, you know, take a piece of that, put it into your own life. And then the same hat, the one that Kenshawn's wearing, this one is going to be made out of, I believe, just a 100% cotton, like chino cloth, lightweight. And it has a little bit more classic details as like the contrast underbrim being gray. That's like what you expect of the classic like new era underbrim. And yeah, how do you feel about the fit, man? I think it looks good on your head.
Yeah, no, it looks good. Yeah, it feels good on the dome. I like the I don't know if you spoke about the little elastic in the back. It feels very natural. There's like no adjustment needed, you know, to pull either a strap or if you have like, you know, a fitted thing, you know. You got to know your size. This is just boop, pop it on, figure out where you want it. You want it a little higher, you want it down to the eyebrows, whatever you feel, whatever you need, it's cool.
Yeah, I think it not being fitted is another big option there, because I feel like you usually don't get clean designs like this unless you're going with a fitted hat, and the elastic is just there enough that it makes the fit easy and also looks put together. Yeah. These both are mesh lined. Some of these are going to be unlined, but these two have some mesh lining. So yeah, I don't know, I guess keep the hat directly from on your head for the spring, summer, get some airflow. Next up, we've got the trucker. This is one that I'm wearing, or not exactly the trucker. We're going to have 2 5-panel caps. This is one of the 5 panels that they've done before, where it looks very similar construction to the 6-panel, but instead of that center panel going all the way down, it's just kind of like that half little dart that goes down. Whereas you'd usually see a lot of trucker caps kind of accentuate the crown, where it's like almost a foam filled or like a very stiff material that just rises high off the head. This one, it wraps around the same that you'd want from their usual baseball caps. I'm wearing it here so you can see. The brim is going to be a foam, EVA foam fill. So it's still soft, still very malleable, packs up very nicely, has everything you'd want from it. This one is unlined because it's mesh all the way around. And I really like mesh caps for the summer. I do a lot of like trail running or hikes, and this is, I just think, the best option for that, because you still get some sun coverage, but you also get a lot of airflow that you want, especially when things are like humid outside. I think you can't beat it.
I would also say this mesh is more like the like running hat mesh, right?
Yes.
As opposed to like the poly like trucker hat mesh.
I feel like those can feel almost like I guess plasticky and rigid. Yeah. It'll feel on your head like a novelty hat. This feels like there's something, you're wearing a designed garment. It's different. It's really nice. So yeah. Oh, and the front cloth is typewriter cotton. I know a lot of guys are into the typewriter cotton. You see brands like Document making a lot of stuff in that, and we also really enjoy it. So it's just a very tight weave, like a dense weave that really almost like I feel like it stops like air from coming through. It's just really good. Yeah. I like it. It's thin and crisp. This is the other 5-panel option they have, and in a much more, I guess, like summer-specific kind of cloth. The 5-panel, this one's going to be classic. It's like what you'd expect of like, you see a lot of skate brands do some hats in this panel behavior, so it's really nice, has a very youthful feel to it, and we have it in the Cool Max seersucker. So it's going to be, I believe, cotton poly, and it just sits really crisp, nicely, diffuses moisture really well, so it keeps the sweat off of you, and it has that same soft, foamy brim. I could put this on. You want to put this on?
Yeah, I'll put this on.
I could put on this last guy.
Yeah, it's a nice little like a springy color as well.
Yeah,
you know, just fun.
It's this kind of like minty green. The white helps bring in some white, so you can pair it with like some creams and other things, and it's just gonna look really, really good. I like it a lot.
Hold on.
Ooh, he's skating.
Ooh,
oh, he
ooh.
just did. That was like a fakey something. Yeah, it's really good. None of us skate here, but it looks really nice. And then the last up is gonna be their 2-panel cap. So 2-panel, but this is done in the same way, whereas this one was just 5. They only have 1 panel going like this. Everything else is just darted. Sorry for moving this hat so much, but just darted all the way down. There's only 2 clean panels. And yeah, this one is done in another seersucker, but this is a dot air seersucker. So as this one was just light and cotton poly, so it diffused the moisture. This one it's almost like a mesh in its own right. There's a bunch of very small holes poked throughout it. So not wide enough holes to look like a mesh, but when you wear it, you can really feel the breeze that you wouldn't expect for something that looks like a clean, like, you know, non-hold cloth. This one has a little bit of a rounder brim, whereas a lot of these you can see have that classic like duckbill brim. This one is almost like a crescent shape. And I can toss this bad boy on right here. Is mesh lined. And sits a little bit like higher on the head than I think the other like seersucker does too. This one has a little bit of a deeper crown, so you can kind of wear it lower, or you can tilt it up higher to get more head coverage. This one's slightly more shallower, but still, you know, it's enough to get on your head and look good. I believe this one's also another one of those leather lined ones. So yeah, spot clean. Do not put this in your machine. I don't know what will happen when you dry this brim. But it's a really, really nice hat. All of these hats are super nice. I really do think you should try it. You've been following us for some time and you've been like tepid on them. This is your time to strike. Really good found feather caps. But that's it, y'all. Yeah, let us know what you think. Tell Kenshawn he looks nice. Like, comment, subscribe. See y'all.